Béziers, perched above the Orbe River and wrapped in sun-baked vineyards, is one of France's oldest cities, and, characteristically for Béziers, one of the most stubborn. If you love history and stunning drone views, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Horizon History for more stories from above. The Greeks likely settled nearby as early as the 6th century BCE, but it was the Romans who truly shaped it, founding Béziers, a fortified town with busy roads, an amphitheater, and thriving wine production. The locals took to viticulture with such enthusiasm that Roman writers complained the region produced more wine than sense, a remark Béziers has worn proudly ever since. After Rome's fall, Visigoths, Franks, and Moors passed through, each leaving traces in the stones and streets. By the Middle Ages, Béziers had become a prosperous Languedoc town. Independent-minded, culturally vibrant, and some said a bit too confident for its own good. This spirit set the stage for one of the darkest episodes in its history, the Albigensian Crusade. In 1209, Béziers was a stronghold of Catharism, a Christian movement the Catholic Church deemed heretical. When crusading forces demanded the citizens hand over suspected Cathars, Béziers refused. The city's defiance lasted only hours. The Crusaders stormed it in a chaotic assault. What followed was a massacre remembered with grim clarity. The papal legate is said to have uttered the infamous phrase, "Kill them all, God will know his own." Though historians debate its accuracy, the line has stuck, partly because it feels so chillingly in tune with the brutality of that day. Béziers was left burned and shattered, but not broken forever. Rebuilt in the following centuries, Béziers reemerged as a fortified and proud city. By the 16th and 17th centuries, it was thriving once more, buoyed by wine, trade, and its strategic location between Toulouse and the Mediterranean. Rivalry with nearby Narbonne became a local pastime. Béziers' residents liked to say their wines were better, their cathedral taller, and their tempers shorter, a boast few challengers dared contest. The 19th century brought Béziers' golden age, the wine boom. Vast vineyards carpeted the countryside, and fortunes were made. Stylish boulevards, grand squares, and elegant mansions were built, including the famous Plateau des Poètes, a lush garden inspired by English romanticism, but infused with unmistakably southern swagger. The town became the heart of the region's wine industry, sometimes a bit too literally. During the first wine crisis in the late 19th century, caused by the phylloxera plague, frantic vintners gathered in the city so often that one local writer quipped, "Béziers has more wine meetings than mass." This passionate relationship with wine later fueled the 1907 revolt, a massive uprising of wine growers protesting fraud and economic collapse. Béziers mobilized tens of thousands. Fiery speeches echoed through its squares, and banners proclaimed, "Vivre en travaillant ou mourir en combattant." Live working or die fighting, the events shook all of France and helped reshape agricultural policy. It also cemented Béziers' reputation as a city that does not sit quietly when its livelihood is threatened. Yet Béziers is not only wine and rebellion. Its Cathedral Saint-Nazaire, rising dramatically above the river, looks less like a church and more like a fortress, a reflection of its history of sieges and survival. The Pont Vieux, which has carried travelers for nearly 1,000 years, still arches gracefully across the Orbe, defying time and floods alike. And just north of the city stretches the Canal du Midi, a 17th century engineering marvel whose famous Fontsaranes locks step up the hillside like a stone staircase for boats. Visitors are often astonished to see barges climbing the landscape as calmly as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Modern Béziers retains the proud, fiery character of its past. Its feria, held each August, transforms the city into a whirlwind of parades, music, food, and festivities, a celebration so intense that locals like to say, if you survive feria, the rest of the year feels easy. Its narrow medieval lanes, sunlit squares, and boisterous cafes carry the unmistakable pulse of the South, warm, loud, and endlessly alive. Through Roman wine, medieval tragedy, revolutionary fervor, and modern celebrations, Béziers has endured not by accident but by temperament. It is a city with a long memory and a short fuse, forever shaped by the resilience of its people. Above the Orb River, its stone ramparts still watch the world go by, just as they have for more than 2,000 years, with the unmistakable air of a city that has seen everything and is ready for more. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to give the video a like. It really helps the channel grow. I'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Maybe share a historical fact or a place you'd like to see from above next time. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Horizon History so you don't miss the next story told from the skies.